T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
You know, it would probably help if I added myself to the stage. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Tuesday. Is this our second Tuesday show? I think it's our second Tuesday show. But it's Tuesday, and we're here. What is up, everybody? I hope that everybody is doing fantastic on this Tuesday. It is snowing here yet again. Whatever. I just don't even care anymore. I really don't. I don't. You know, if I wanted to live in the North Pole, I would have moved there. But unfortunately, this is what we have. So we're working with it. I hope that you guys are doing fantastic. It is great to be here. I have had a very busy day today. I made it. I'm here. We are doing this, and I'm super excited. Tonight, we are doing paranormal. I know that we haven't done paranormal in a while, but we're back, baby. We are back. I don't know if you guys remembered, but I was talking about this, man, probably like 2 months ago, maybe longer than that. I can't even remember, but you know, how much this show in particular would be affected by AI. And it's just like, you know, you roll with what you got, you know, like it's AI is getting better and better. And it's just like, man, they're going to be able to, I think we're a year away from it being indistinguishable. Like, seriously, I do think that we are. And that sucks, especially for stuff like this, you know, but I think that it just adds another, possibility to our scenarios, right? Like before it was always like, is this real or is it fake? I think it just falls into the fake category and it's a little harder to tell. But I think the biggest thing with the paranormal stuff that we do with this stuff is the possibility of it, right? Like the possibility that maybe the one thing that we watch in the 10 videos is possibly real, right? So, I mean, I think that adds to the spookiness of it, and I think that that's why this is still so fun to do, right? Because you're always going to have people that watch these videos that say, everything that we see is fake. It's fake. It's fake. You can tell me no different because I can tell you how you can make that. And it's just like that's fair, right? That's fair. But at the same time, my counter to that argument is just because you can recreate something doesn't always mean that that's how it happened. It doesn't always mean that someone staged this. I can show you how they staged it. Well, shit, man, there's a lot of things that are filmed that are real that could possibly be staged, right? And again, I'm not trying to stick up for the people that are doing the stuff that isn't real, or the people that are doing stuff that are trying to mislead people. I'm just saying, in my mind, just because I can replicate what I saw through certain things, it doesn't always mean that that's what happened. And I'm gonna get off my horse about that because no matter what, you're always going to have skeptics. And like I say, you're always welcome here. Anybody that believes anything about anything is always ready here or always welcome here. You like what you like, right? It all kind of falls into that. It's a little different in this case, but it's still the same principle. It's still the same, whether you believe in these things or whether you don't, you are still welcome here. And me, I just like to get spooked out. Right. And that's the original reason why we started doing paranormal, because it scares the ever living shit out of me. And you guys liked watching me get freaked out. Now, at the same time, right, I build up a little bit of through the amount of content that we watched on here, my skin has gotten a little tougher to the things, right? It's gotten a little from when we first started to where I'm just sitting here the whole time, like, to where it's just like, oh, every now and then you'll get me a jump or something like that. And I think that it's just, I think that it's just super cool. Right. So anyway, here we are with paranormal. I've got a couple videos for us tonight to check out, and we are going to start with Depths of Despair. Well, actually, I should probably say hello to everybody in the chat because that's what a nice host would do. So let me go ahead and go through the chat. Let's see who we've got in the building tonight, or in the chat, rather. Jerry Wilson is in the chat for the love of horror, saying hello, Michael and Movies and Beyond family. Let's get ready for another great show. And he hell yeah, Jerry. That's what I'm talking about, brother. He's also saying, please smash that like button. Yeah, if you haven't hit that like button yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Hit that like button. It helps out the stream. Jerry is also saying, breaking news. Dude, I love it. I'm going to read it like a news anchor. Breaking news for only 25 cents a week. $1 a month. You can subscribe to Awesome Movies and Beyond Patreon. Check out the amazing duels between your favorite horror villains. And he provides the link below. Yes, he is not lying. So currently, right now, Patreon is only $1 a month. You can get all the bonus content over on Patreon for only $1 a month. $1 a month. That's $12 a year. And you're getting a whole bunch of, more content with me. There's probably only so much of me you can take. But if you want a little more, you can do so for only $1 a month. It's all over there. We've got horror duels going on right now. I'm going through the Camp Crystal Lake Memories. There's also a new show coming called Slasher Review, to where I will be talking about my favorite slasher movies and the ones that I don't like so much. Basically, a review of old school slashers. I will be going through a lot of them, and we'll just give a quick recap on the movie. I'm not going to give too many spoilers, but I'm going to tell you what I think, what they could have done better, all of those things. And that show will develop as it goes, right? It may change into something a little different than what it starts out to be, but I'm going to see what works, right? We'll start with some of the 80s slashers. I think my first video is going to be on The Burning. If you have not seen The Burning yet, first of all, shame on you. That's a fantastic slasher movie, and I will be going through that. That will be my first slasher movie that I go through over on Patreon. So yes, for $1 a month, you can get that over there. And Jerry is all Jerry. You are promoting full tonight, man. If you'd like any Movies and Beyond merch, you can do so at moviesandbeyondspreadshop.com. All right, enough of the advertisements out of the way. Let me finish saying what's up to you fine folks in the chat. Melissa, the wild card, is in the chat saying, hey, Michael, hey, Jerry, hey, all. What's up, Melissa? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Patrick is in the chat as well saying time for Bigfoot action. I'm telling you, Patrick, I'm going to get a hold of you. We're going to do a straight up Bigfoot show, dude. I don't know shit about Bigfoot, but you know what? I'm going to learn it, man. And me and you are going to stand up here and we are going to get on this channel and we are going to talk about Bigfoot. That's going to happen. There's going to be at least one Bigfoot stream. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. DJ Plays Favorites is in the chat as well, saying hello to everybody. What's up, DJ? I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Hope you're doing well, my man. Val from Val's Views is in the chat. The General is in the chat, and the General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? I hope you are doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. The Shape is in the chat. James in the chat, and he's saying, hello, everybody. I hope every one of you had a great day. You too, James, man. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're having a fantastic day over there. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're staying warm, brother. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Michelle's in the chat as well saying, hey to everybody. What's up, Michelle? I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Always good to see you here. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Who else do we have in the chat? Oh, shoot. Polar is in the chat saying, yo, what is up, Polar? I hope you are doing well, my friend. It is good to see you. I hope all is well. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat as well saying, what's up, everyone? What's up, Jeff? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're staying warm. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Who else do I have in the chat? I'm trying to get everybody. Jerry has gifted one Movies and Beyond membership. Jerry, thank you, my man. Thank you so much. It means the world to me, brother, when you do this. Thank you a million times, my friend. A million times. Thank you. Let's see. Wilkie's Movies and Music is in the chat saying, hey, all, what is going on? Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Movies and Beyond. Welcome here. Let's see. Who else do we have in the chat? I see Paula's in the chat. I didn't see original hello, but what is up, Paula? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're staying warm on this Tuesday. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Let's see. Amy G is in the chat saying, I am frozen wasteland here in Kentucky. What's going on? I hope you're staying warm. Good to see you. Welcome to Movies and Beyond. Let's see. I think that I got everybody. If I missed anybody, I am so sorry. Oh, I do see that Eric from the Bearded Entertainment is in the building. What is up, my man? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I think I missed. See, I see. Oh my God. See, I see people and then I see their comments way below and then I got to scroll back up because I know I missed them. Sarah Campbell is in the chat saying, hey, friends, what's up, Sarah? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. And I know you're way further north. Hope that you are staying warm on this Tuesday. I think that I got everybody that's chatting in the chat. So tonight we are watching. I've got a couple paranormal videos. We'll see how we are on time. We'll see how it goes. I know I got one that's like super long, and I don't think that we'll get to that one. But you know, I'll do my best. I will do my best. But tonight we're gonna start with Depths of Despair. And I always like to read the little description they have of the video. So this is called 5 Scary Ghost Videos for Horror Addicts. I hope it's good. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't have a chance to scan through it. So, but Depths of Despair, they always come, you know, reasonably good. You know, they come through more oftentimes than not. The description says, these scary ghost videos to satisfy your horror addicts. In 2026, we will be taking a look at a man who discovered a swarm of flies in his house, then found out tragic news about his neighbor and ended up being haunted. A man was followed home from the hospital by an entity that is attached to him a man who was sleepwalking due to a haunting and woke up seeing a dark shadow figure and many more. Well, shit. They actually gave a kind of a rundown of what they had. That's a first for them. Well, shit. Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. You guys know the rules. Let me know on sound. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm about to click the wrong button. There we go. Let me know on sound. And here we go.
Torment. A man named Diaz began to notice flies and maggots appearing inside his apartment one day while cleaning, but had no idea what was the cause. One day he was on his way to work when he noticed a plague of flies swarming his neighbor's apartment window, along with a foul stench emanating from within the apartment. Diaz quickly reports it to the police, suspecting the worst. Eventually, the police confirms that his neighbor has passed away inside the apartment and had been there for well over 3 weeks, with nobody noticing until the flies and smell of decay became too strong. Diaz realized he used to see his neighbor often but hadn't seen him in the past 3 months. And the police confirmed he had no family members visiting, so nobody knew. Now, just after discovering his neighbor's passing, he noticed that the man who lives above has started screaming randomly throughout the day.
Nope. Nope.
Dios mío. Dios santo.
Oh shit. I'm not going in there.
Vecino. ¿You okay? No. 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 Dios te bendiga. No. ¿Necesitas ayuda? ¿Necesitas ayuda? Dios te bendiga. Vengo en el nombre de Jesús. En el nombre de Jesús. Vengo en el nombre de Jesús.
On another day, he catches the same man trying to harm himself through the window. Concerned, thinking the man is crazy, he tries to go and offer help, and the man tells him he is tormented by spirits. But eventually, the man would try to assault him. Believes this man has some connection to the person that passed away in the apartment below, and discovered that the previous owner who lived there was also mysteriously found deceased after a long time. So he begins to record their houses at night on live stream, and one night he sees something that leaves him deeply unsettled. Watch closely.
Quiero que observen eso que está arriba del apartamento de donde está el vecino. Ok, quiero que vean el apartamento ese, es donde duerme el vecino. Ahí es donde él vive arriba. Miren esa cosa que está en la ventana. Vean esa cosa que está en la ventana arriba y cómo desaparece cuando yo voy acercando la cámara. Miren, que alguien me explique qué rayos es eso. Como que si supiera que yo lo estoy grabando. Pero no es una cosa normal, no es una persona. Es algo, gente. Miren, miren, es algo que está ahí. Miren cómo se quita. ¿Ustedes creen que eso es normal? Y bueno, ahí en donde está esa cosa es donde duerme.
What looks like a figure standing at his tormented neighbor's window can be seen, but as he zooms in, it suddenly moves away as if it knows he's watching. After seeing this, Diaz believes this man truly is being tormented by
Diaz needs to call the cops.
paranormal. Perhaps the same force that caused the neighbor below to pass away. Unfortunately, Diaz wasn't able to uncover the official cause of death, as it wasn't disclosed. Then, on another night, he sees what looks like a woman in white standing inside the dead neighbor's house, but there shouldn't be anyone with access to it. Around this same time, he started noticing strange and unexplainable things also happening in his own home. One night, while watching TV, he sees something chilling.
Y pues la verdad a mí me toman de loco, pero si ustedes tuvieran que soportar que ver esas cosas, miren esa cosa parada en mi... Oh my God.
Nope.
Sangre de Cristo te reprenda, demonio infernal.
What looks like a pale grey face can be seen watching him from the second floor window. Then later, around 2 a.m., something tries to open his door.
Gente, son las 2 de la mañana, me intentaron abrir la puerta, bueno, la tocaron primero y la intentaron como abrir. Luego pues yo me fui al cuarto de las niñas. A ver, ahí está otra vez. Vean, pero vean que no es nadie. A las 2 de la mañana. Exactamente.
What the fuck is that? A cat?
Vean. No es nadie. Y ese güey que... Pinche gato feo, ya te había visto yo por aquí. La sangre de Cristo te reprenda. Mari, tráeme la sal. Tráeme la sal, Mari, tráeme la sal, corre.
He hears knocking on his door, but when he goes to the window to check, he sees nobody there, except a cat staring right at him. Because of all these events, Diaz has decided to move out as soon as his contract ends, before things get worse. But the question remains, just what is haunting the place and causing the neighbor to harm himself? Does it have something to do with the deceased neighbor down below? This one remains a mystery. Followed, we featured...
All right, I'm gonna back this up just a little bit. Look, whether that's paranormal or not, all right, that shit creeped me the hell out. Okay, I didn't really make out the figure too well. The first one that they were looking at, to where he was saying it was standing above where the guy sleeps. That's creepy as shit. First of all, okay, it is. I couldn't make that out too well. I'll probably have to go back and blow it up to look at it a little better. But the next one they show down in the bottom where the person had passed away, the girl in white that was standing there. And then when it came up, I don't know, this story for me kind of escalated. It was like, oh, you know, there's flies and shit. He's been dead in there a long time. Probably need to call cops. The neighbor losing his shit upstairs, right? Okay, maybe he's bipolar. Maybe there's something going on there. But then just more shit as it developed. And yeah, fuck that. Nope. Not even doing it. No, move out when when's your contract up? Is it like 6 months away? Because I'm leaving. I am not staying there. There's no way I'm staying there, because whatever it is, let's just assume, right? Let's just assume that it is something paranormal, and it's got its eyes locked on him at this point. Bro, it's time to go. Leave all your shit. Leave everything. I wouldn't take a chance of anything getting attached to anything. I am out. I am not staying there whatsoever. There's no way in hell. I'm sorry. I'm out. That's me, you know, but then again, I've always been one to be like, fuck this, I'm out, you know, but yeah. Let me check the comments real quick. Melissa was asking, is this nukes? No, this is Depths of Despair tonight. I think actually I do think I have one nukes, but that's the longer one. I'm not sure if we're going to get to. This is Depths of Despair. They do a really good job over there. Shout out to them for sure. And I will post the links to these videos in the descriptions once it's over. I don't like to do it ahead of time because I know you guys are going to look at them ahead of time, and I'm not going to do it. James is saying, call the police. Yes, dude, 100%. I would have been called the cops. I probably would have called the cops day one, every day, every night, till I'm the annoying guy. Yeah, 100%. Cheetah was saying, nope, not 100%. I agree with you. My words exactly. Russell Dorsey's in chat saying, sorry, I'm late. I had to get pizza. Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Hi, Michael, and everyone in chat. What's up, Russell? I hope you're having a great Tuesday, my man. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Jerry said, I'm out. James is saying it's Myers looking in. Dude, I don't think that was Myers, for sure. Cheetah was saying, that's not a cat. Are we going to dive into like Skinwalker territory with that, Patrick? Is that where you're going? Is that where you're going with that? Jerry has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Jerry, you are the man. Thank you so much. And it looks like Russell got it, so fantastic, man. I always love when, you know, one of the regulars get the gifts that you guys throw out. It makes me so happy. I love for, you know, everybody to get them, but if you're a regular here and you get it, just a little bit extra for me. A little bit extra for sure. Let's see where Jerry saying maybe the fly was Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, it's a possibility. It is a possibility for sure. Paula said, I would have called the cops, like I said before. Yeah, I would have too, to be honest. I would have. Amy is saying, why would I call the cops? That's paperwork. That's evident. Look, that's what that is to me. What would be the right word for that? That is a paper trail to where if I disappear, they know I was calling the cops every day and they need to look at something over there. They do. They definitely need to look at something for sure. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Let's see remains a mystery.
This next one called Followed.
Followed.
They were talking about the description.
We featured Second Chance in the last video where he does the night shifts patrolling the hospital at night. In particular, the 4th and 5th floors, which are now only used for storage and filing. Since capturing these strange things, he explains that he has actually experienced some things at home and isn't sure if it followed him to work or from work. On one night, he received some news and was...
Just real quick, like if you're in a hospital, I feel like they have the potential to be the most haunted places in the world. Like I literally do. I feel like that's... If someone says, hey, a hospital's haunted, it's like, yeah, probably no shit, right? Like I'm not surprised by that. I'll back it up just a little here.
Him to work or from work. On one night, he received some news and was making a video explaining it to his viewers. While in his backyard, when he captures something terrifying, watch closely.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I've been trying to relax on my day off, but ever since the news of earlier, it's been a little bit difficult. So decided I just want to come outside and enjoy my backyard for a little bit, enjoy my rent, as I like to put it. And just let y'all know what's going to be happening with the page going forward. Oh, no.
I hate to just keep saying call the cops.
So here's something I didn't tell you guys. A lot of y'all have been saying, be careful because these things can follow you home. I don't know if anything followed me home or if it followed me to work.
Oh, that's a twist.
I'm shaking. Before we go in there, I want y'all to know that that's not the first time this has happened. It's just been a while since it's happened. Okay. Yeah, y'all going first. I hate coming in here.
I hate dolls. Why you got so many dolls in there?
I swear to you, it's always like the worst thing. Keeping the door open.
Was there something up on top there?
Am I closing it behind me? Yeah, how about that? Oh my God!
Nope.
Intense knocking and banging is heard coming from within the shed, but as he goes to check inside, there's no one there. Yet he hears more knocking and something falls off the shelf on its own. On another night, he makes a video answering some of the questions he has been getting. When this happens,
I've been seeing all the comments, I've been seeing all the questions, and I wanted to make a video to answer those questions for you guys now. It's about 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. I can't sleep. So I figured, why not, right? So I want to the first question. What happened to the video? Y'all hear that, right? Like that. Y'all see that?
He hears knocking on the shed. And slowly the door starts to open on its own. Then what sounds like footsteps can be heard running from there. But there's nobody there. It's as if someone opened the shed and ran out of it. He's still not sure if it followed him home from the hospital, but hopefully we get some more updates soon. The cemetery.
All right, let's talk about that one. All right, let me go through. Russell saying it was a Yeti. It could have been. Are you talking about the cat? Is that what we're still talking about? DJ says that voice sounds so AI. Yeah, a lot of people use, especially in these paranormal videos, you know, they use a exterior like narrator. So they'll type out their scripts and they'll have them read it over. Like a lot of them do. Val said Valerie isn't going into the building. I do not blame you, 100%. Jerry seems to think Val will take care of everybody and save everybody for sure. Amy is saying hospitals are more haunted than cemeteries or nursing homes. Hospital hold expected death and more sadness. I see it. You know, I could definitely see that. Val said every man for themselves. Every man for themselves. Oh, Michelle saying, nah, hospitals aren't haunted. James is saying there's no way I'd go down there. Jerry's saying the general has to protect the soldiers. Yeah, Val, you got to protect the soldiers. Michelle's saying maybe the spirits just like me. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. Melissa says spirits can't follow. I don't know. I do not know about that. I don't. Michelle says that's weird. Yeah, it was pretty weird. James was saying something about the dolls too. Yeah, like why you got a collection of dolls out there, man? Like if you're a collector, I don't know if I'd leave them in a barn. Why are they all sitting up there like that? That's your problem. I figured it out. That was the problem. He had dolls up there. Definitely dolls. Let's see. DJ says someone pounded on the back window. Yeah, and that's a possibility, right? So you look at these videos and we look at, you know, possible scenarios with this, you know, could be somebody just trying to get clout online, you know, and doing stuff. The door opening, that's a little different. And maybe it could have been fishing string and somebody, you know, pulled it from the other side. I don't really know if I bought the running up, like the sound of them running up. It could have been an overlay. But if it's not, you know, holy shit, right? Holy shit. Michelle said I spend a lot of time in hospitals and they're not haunted. Maybe they like you. Maybe they do. Melissa's saying hospitals are haunted. Yes. We'll put a poll up. Are hospitals haunted? We'll see how that goes. Russell saying they need to get rid of all those ugly ass dolls. Yeah, dude, 100%. Why the dolls? Why the dolls? Patrick is saying that was a rooster. Yeah, I felt like, you know, hearing the rooster, I thought it was like off in like the neighbor's yard or something. I don't think that was like, I was thinking that was not part of the scary part. I thought that maybe that was like always there. Like I didn't even factor that into, you know, the possible entity. I just thought it was, you know, more like background noise. DJ saying barnyard animals. Yes. Michelle said crowing at night. Jerry said it's a demonic rooster. Yeah. Amy is saying that sounds like a rooster, but like it's not daybreak. Fair. Russell, dude, run. Yeah, flat out. Like I don't know, man. I all these like answers for me are call the cops. Call the cops. Polar is saying, I thought he was holding one of those mics the news reporter used in the field. It's just his shirt decal. Oh my God. I didn't even notice it. Patrick is saying chicken from hell. James is saying, no way I'm back in the house. Lock the door and have my Glock. Yeah, call the cops. Call the fucking cops. All right, let's see what they got next. First of all, Polar was saying, I freak myself out walking the goat stall at night. This video doesn't help. Stuff like that, right? Stuff like that. Yes. Oh my God. I think my chat is lagging because like 8 things just popped up all at once. Melissa's saying I need to get back into collecting old dolls. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. James is saying dolls are evil, especially the old ones. Hate them. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I am not a fan whatsoever. Michelle is saying, ooh, dolls. Polar is saying the goats ran out of their stalls recently like something was chasing them. I expect a raccoon or even worse, a coyote. It was a mouse. They are afraid of everything. Yeah, mice can be scary. It could be. Amy is saying the worst dolls are the ones made with real hair of their owners. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like I would not know. Nope. Nope. Patrick is saying nurses and doctors see paranormal things in hospitals. Several have shared that with me. That's crazy. That is crazy. Russell is saying a mouse scared your goats. A mouse is fine. It depends on what's going on. Like, I don't know. If I'm in a barn late at night and I'm looking for something and a mouse jumps out, I might jump. I might not run, but, Amy said, I've handled stuff in hospitals as well, nursing homes, but more so hospitals. Oh, yeah. Russell said all dolls are evil. Yeah, I probably agree with that. All right, let's see what we got next.
But hopefully we get some more updates soon. The cemetery. In the following video, a man named Nate took over a cemetery around 4 years ago, and for a while everything was normal. However, after working there for some time, he started to notice strange things, like hearing voices and seeing shadows out of the corner of his eye. Eventually, this activity followed him back to the cemetery office and his home.
Let me just ask you guys this. If you end up working at a cemetery, would you really be surprised if you started hearing shit? I mean, honestly, would it really surprise you? I feel like I would expect it almost. Like if it's like, hey, you're working night shift at the cemetery, I'm probably going to hear some shit. So I'm not taking that job, but I don't know. I just don't find it surprising.
The corner of his eye. Eventually, this activity followed him back to the cemetery office and his home. One day, while at the office, he begins to hear this.
All right, so it's just me here at the cemetery office doing some paperwork, and I was hearing knocking on this door. So I just wanted to see if I can catch it again. That's all. No, it's not going to happen.
I like that.
Nobody. This is locked. As you can see, it's locked. This one.
After opening the door to the knocking, he finds nobody there. Not long after experiencing paranormal events in the office, he starts capturing strange things at home too. Take a look.
So, I'm hearing noises now at home. So I'm starting to think that maybe something from the cemetery followed me home. I thought I heard the cupboards moving. Then I thought my equipment out here, that heavy bag right there, sounded like it was being hit. But I wasn't sure. See if we can try to catch it, but it sounded like it was being hit. Oh, fuck that. All right, so I just watched somebody walk into here. Those are locked. This is locked. Hello? The fuck? Fuck! So I cannot explain this, but I was filling up the mower with the fuel, and I was looking over here, and I was seeing the grass moving like somebody was walking through it. Now, I do have a grave over here from a burial a couple weeks ago. I want to see if I can catch it. It was like somebody was walking through here or moving through here. Like I saw the movement on the grass. What the fuck?
Objects start falling on their own, and when he's out in the cemetery, something can be heard running straight at him. Now after this, the activity in Nate's home became more intense. On one night, Nate is fast asleep when he has a dream that he is sleeping in his bed, and something comes to wake him up and makes him follow it, a figure that his eyes couldn't adjust to, leading him to the dining room and pointing down to the basement as if telling him to go down there. Then all of a sudden, something else wakes him up, instantly wide awake.
Instantly, there was this loud wake up. But when I woke up, I was standing in my dining room. I have never had an issue sleepwalking, never in my life.
He finds himself standing exactly where he was in the dream, but in reality instead. Now, shortly after waking up, he catches this.
Guys, check it out. Something was peeking. Right out.
Sorry, guys. This one kind of has me locked in here. What?
From the basement. I wanted to see if we can catch it. The end of it. But it was like right by the bed. What the fuck?
Turn on every light in your house. There's no way I'm doing this in the dark. Is that a whisper? It's saying
This has been the third morning in a row. Like clockwork. I might have to look back, but it might be around the same times as well. I don't understand. There's nothing. And then I was hearing steps coming down those stairs, but there's nothing.
That does not sound
Guys.
nice.
I don't know, guys. Maybe we could try.
Every single light would be on. Every single light in my house.
What? What's that?
He doesn't capture the figure from the dream, but he does hear footsteps on the stairs and then a bunch of creepy whispers along with a broom falling over on its own. So, did something follow him back home after taking over the cemetery? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Attached.
Right.
A
So that last one there. Yeah, try to get back to where I was. There we go. We'll start there. That one escalated for me. Like at the beginning when he was like, I saw this. I'm like, yeah, big surprise. The knock at the door, it seemed like it was like almost like a stomp of the foot, and then he went to look through like that little garage area and I was just like, I'm not really feeling this one. Then he was gassing up the mower and he looked at, he was like, oh, it looks like, the grass is moving, this and that. And then you get the run up, right? And I'm just like, I'm not really buying it. Like the run ups to me, it's like, okay, I really don't think I'm not buying it. But that whole shit in his house with looking for the shadow that he saw that he said was in the basement, and then that thing started freaking whispering. I'm sorry. That made me feel a certain type of way. That might have actually scared me a little bit. I'm not even lying to you guys right now. Of course, again, like I said, I leave it up to you guys to determine on whether you think it was real or it was fake. But at the same time, it was just like that. When he said he was sleepwalking and something said wake up and he was standing there, the first thing I thought was, that ghost seems helpful, because I wouldn't want to walk around. And if a ghost was like, wake up, I'm like, oh shit, like I'm walking around. I don't know, something about him walking around looking for that shadow and the whispers and all of that. I'm telling you, I've got like goosebumps and shit. Goosebumps. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit fucking creeped me out. You guys can laugh at me all you want, but if they, that was an edit and they made it to creep people out, mission accomplished. You creep me out. I'm sitting here creeped out. Well done. Fantastic. All right. I do want to review the poll. I put a poll up while we were in the middle of that. See, I ended up getting 10 votes saying 90% of you said that an entity can follow you home. So don't do shit. If you know something's haunted, get the fuck out. Don't give it a reason. I'm telling you, something happens, I'm leaving all my shit. And I'm out. I'm out. All right, let me go ahead and end that and get that out of there. Let's go ahead and see what they have for attached. All right, let's see where we're at there.
A mother named Gabby has an account dedicated solely to her only daughter, Regina. A daughter she considered herself lucky to have after failing to conceive multiple times. Gabby has many videos starting from when Regina was just a baby, and at one point something strange is noticed. She would usually crawl to the same hallway in the house and just stop and stare down there. It doesn't sound too strange at first, but she has been continuing to do this for many years from a baby up till now, even blowing kisses and pointing down there as if someone was there. But the hallway remains empty. Eventually, she captures something that makes her think it's more than just her daughter's imagination.
¿Qué pasó? Ay, Dios, ahora sí me asusté. ¿Qué pasó? Ay, Raichi. Mira, apunta para allá. ¿Qué, mi amor? Vámonos. ¿Qué, mi amor? ¿Qué hay? ¿Qué pasó? Ven, amor. Ven, amorcito, vente. Venga, mi niña. It's okay.
Regina seems to now be scared to go near the hallway, completely avoiding the area entirely, unlike her previous behavior. Now on one video, Gabby was recording Regina's night routine as she prepares for bed, but many viewers saw it. Whatever it is that terrifies her can be seen in the video.
The hell was that?
A dark shadow figure can be seen inside the closet moving really fast, and it happens right when she points her arm back towards that direction. Nobody else was home at the time. After many viewers commented on the figure, she looks in the closet only to find nothing there. Concerned but not sure what to make of it, Gabby continues, and on one night after filming her daughter playing in the kitchen, she captures this. On the reflection, a dark shadow figure can be seen walking by the TV, this time in the same area as Gabby and Regina, before disappearing. Many people fear something may be attached to her daughter. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com.
Yes, if you have any scary videos,
TikTok at Depths of Despair YT.
They do a really good job. I enjoy the ones that they put together. They do very good. Let's see what we got. here. James was saying babies can see stuff we can't. Yeah, Jerry's saying that as well. Polar is saying that I fully believe kids freaky. Yeah, I had a moment, as a kid, and I think I've talked about this on the channel. I remember laying in my bed. I don't know how old I was. I was young. If I had to guess, I'd say 4 or 5. I was laying in the bed, and we used to have these long curtains in our living room. And my bedroom faced, the family room. My bed faced the family room. I didn't have a door, so you could see straight through. And, it was early 80s. We used to leave our windows open at night. Of course, we had screens. But the curtains would blow like they would, like the wind would blow them outward. And they were blown out. And I remember looking out there, and the curtain went down up against the window. And I saw a little kid run behind the couch. And it freaked me out. But still to this day, I remember what that looked like. It was a shadow, but I remember seeing it. Like, who knows how my mind has changed it as I've grown up, because that was over 40 years ago. But that's something that I always know that I saw. It's something that I remember happening. And I remember crying, when I saw it, because it scared me. And I remember my mom coming into my room. Like, that's how young I was. And, she stayed there with me for a little while until I fell asleep. But I remember telling her about it, and she's just like, yeah, it's okay. I'll just lay here. But it's something that I remember, to this day, that I'll never forget, for sure. Let's see. Patrick was saying that kids are open to paranormal activity. I think so too. I do. Val is saying 100% kids see things we don't, their minds are pure and unjaded. Polar is saying, I saw my grandpa when I was 7. No one believed me. Still to this day, I saw him. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, seeing something like that, you never forget it. Or at least I didn't in my my case. I still remember it. So I get it. Melissa says, I know kids and animals see things that we don't. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Russell said, little kids see things we don't. It's like Peter Pan. When they grow up, they forget. That's an interesting way to look at it. It's definitely an interesting way to look at it, for sure. James said, you're absolutely right. Well, these minds are not cluttered up. Adult minds are. I get it. Hell yeah. Mel said, I saw my grandpa was little, walk in my room, woke up my parents screaming, crying. They didn't know there was just some old man had come in. Yeah, I get it. Like, it's freaking crazy. It is freaking crazy. Russell saying, if animals see something, believe them. Don't just yell at them, dogs or cats. I do. Michelle says, again, I'm busy baking, so I'm not that talkative tonight, but my youngest son used to stand in the corner and stare at the kitchen light in my mom's house after she passed away and laugh and talk. And that's freaking, yes, 100%. 100%. Like, I do believe they do. And I think putting these polls up are fun. 12 votes and 100% of you came through and said yes. Yes. That's crazy. That is freaking crazy. All right, let's go to the last video for this set. We have From Depths of Despair. Don't worry, I've got plenty more that we can go through. And we've got plenty of time.
Spare white tea.
The shadow.
In the next video, a woman named Daisy lives alone and had been hearing sounds in her house late at night when she was trying to sleep. Now in the morning, while she was just getting ready for work, she sees something in her bathroom that scares her to the core. Watch closely.
Holy shit, I was just getting ready for work and I freaking saw something in my bathroom that scared the freaking shit out of me. I don't know what it was, but it looked like a ghost. Like, literally, I think I just saw a ghost. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of my house. I'm so scared.
Yeah, you shouldn't even be filming a video right now.
It was like right there where those shadows are. Those are shadows from the towel right there. But there was like a shadow right there where those other shadows are. And it looked like a person. It looked like a ghost. Like right there. Oh shit. Holy fuck! Ah!
A dark mass can be seen behind the door, sticking out before dissipating into nothing.
I mean, that
Terrified,
was like a
Daisy
shadow
quickly
to me.
leaves the house. Real ghost or not, I'll leave the judgment to you. Now in this next video, a man finds his friend hanging in a haunted house. Like nothing you've ever seen.
What?
You're gonna want to watch this video. Trust me, you haven't seen a video like this.
It's an hour and 50
Just click the
minutes
thumbnail
long,
on screen to watch this video now.
I can't click on that. That's an hour and 50 minutes. Oh my God. We can't do an hour and 50 minutes. That's just crazy. That one to me, like I would be more worried, in all honesty, that somebody was in there, because that looked like a shadow of someone. You know, it didn't, to me, it didn't really look like a apparition. It looked like a freaking shadow. I would be more concerned that there was somebody in there, as opposed to a ghost. Like I would be out like 100%, 100 freaking percent. DJ was saying, I remember used to sleepwalk many times, but cannot remember what I saw as I grew older. I got you. I got you. Patrick said, the shadow knows. My parents never believed in spirits. They laugh at me, but my dad passed away. My mom would see him. That's crazy. That is crazy. Cheetah's saying she's a terrible actress. I was kind of getting those vibes too, Patrick, to be honest. To be honest, I was. Michelle said, very large Hershey's chocolate chip cookies. You should send me one. I would enjoy a big chocolate chip cookie. I love cookies. Russell says, because they grew up, Melissa, they forgot. And I think everybody's experiences are different. I don't think that all kids see stuff either. I don't. Let's see. Are they Bigfoot size? Yes. They must be Bigfoot size. They must be. Here's the thing too, and I don't often do this, but that video where he was looking in the basement area, it really creeped me out with the whispers. Before we move on to the next video, I want to go back to that. I hope you guys are cool with that. I want to go back to that one to see if we can tell what any of those whispers were saying, because I'll be 100% honest with you. That was kind of creeping me out. Let me back up just a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this was freaking me out.
In the dream, but in reality instead. Now, shortly after waking up, he captures this.
I know we're going back, but I'm sorry.
Something was peeking. Right out. From the basement. I wanted to see if we can catch it. The end of it. But it was like right by the bed.
Could you imagine if you're home by yourself filming this shit?
What the fuck?
Like, no way. If this is real, this guy has balls. I'm sorry, he does.
This has been the third morning in a row. Like clockwork. I might have to look back, but it might be around the same times as well. I don't understand. There's nothing. And then I was hearing steps coming down those stairs, but there's nothing. Guys. I don't know, guys. Maybe we can try. What?
I can't make it out. I'm trying.
He doesn't capture the figure from the dream, but he does hear footsteps.
I can't make it out. All right, let's go ahead and bring me back up here. Yeah, James, dude, 100%. Yeah, turn them all on. I would have every light in my house on if I was in that situation. I just would. I'm sorry, but that's the first thing I'm doing. That's the absolute first thing that I'm doing. Melissa saying, I see nothing. Yeah, it wasn't what we saw. It was what we heard. There was like chatter that was over the top of him talking. Like it was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, I don't. For me, okay, and I mean, you guys make up your own mind. Leah says I'd be buying floodlights for every corner. Yeah, I'd light that shit up like Christmas, 100%. To me, that last one, I think that one creeped me. It's been a while since I've been creeped out like that, and that one did a good one or a good job at that. Let's see. This one, that's not a very good description. We'll just go with it. This one is coming to us from Sir Spooks. I don't think I've done too many, or maybe any from Sir Spooks. So this should be interesting. This is kind of a first time for them, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Let me make this smaller to see. Scary. Okay, that's it. That up there. Share that. All right. This is Sir Spook's 11 scary videos that feel too creepy, right? So this one doesn't really even have the title of ghosts in it. So I guess that these are just scary videos. So that's kind of a it's kind of a broad, like, who knows? I mean, I find Bigfoot running at me, Patrick, to be pretty scary. I do. So, in all intents and purposes, we could see anything here. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to skim through these. We're rolling with them. I think that's why I'm so happy about the first one, right? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Let me know on sound, and here we go.
My name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The first video we'll be having a look at today comes to us from a TikTok account aptly named The Haunted Phone, as the footage we're about to see revolves around a creepy phone that appears to be haunted. The black phone in real life. The video starts off with the uploader wandering around his house, when all of a sudden the phone begins to ring, all by itself.
You know, let me just pause this real quick. But you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that horror short we did where that person moved into that apartment and there was the ghost of the person that was waiting from a call from like Hollywood, and the phone was ringing. Like, for some reason, that horror short that we watched that night just popped in my head when watching this. I don't know why. I thought I'd share that with you guys because it is something that popped in my head over this. And it's funny that it was a horror short. Excuse me.
In the second video, the uploader puts the phone outside in a shed. You can see he's taken the phone apart to try and figure out why it's ringing. But even after doing all that, this happens. Somehow, the phone is still ringing even though there's no power connected to it. It shouldn't be possible, and yet there it is. You can also clearly see the small metal piece moving from side to side, physically ringing the bells. I don't know about you guys, but this really gives me strong black phone vibes. Let's just hope that if the uploader ever answers it, it's not some ghostly spirit on the other end trying to communicate with them.
Functioning, right?
What makes this unsettling to a lot of people is the fact that the ringing isn't just a sound, the internal strikers visibly moving on its own, even while the phone's been taken apart. Some believe this could be an example of an object being manipulated by something unseen, especially considering phones are meant to transmit messages. Others argue there's likely a more mundane explanation. Old mechanical phones rely on springs and tension, and vibrations, temperature changes, or residual mechanical movement could be enough to trigger the ringing. Skeptics also point out that with short clips, off-camera interference can be completely ruled out. Either way, seeing a dismantled phone ringing on its own is enough to make most people uneasy, and this one definitely leaves more questions than answers.
Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Like, I feel like it could possibly be mechanical, right? Like, I feel like that, but at the same time, I could freaking see. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let's see what number 10 is. There we go.
Up next, we'll be taking a look at a series of videos from the TikTok user Beard Dude. In particular, 3 different clips where the uploader claims to have experienced some very creepy paranormal activity
We're back
at
in
his
a graveyard.
workplace as a gardener in a cemetery. At the start of the first video, the uploader is talking to what he believes could be a spirit in the area, telling it he's seen it moving around. He then asks it to let him know if it's in the room with him by closing the door in front of him. Nothing happens at first, but after a short pause,
I heard you over there. I heard you moving around. Let me know you're here. Close that door. Yes, this is your cemetery. I know. I'm just trying to keep it nice for you. Keep it maintained and looking nice. Out of respect. I'm not trying to
the second clip shows the uploader wandering around the worksite, saying he keeps hearing strange shuffling noises coming from behind a cement mixer. When he goes to check, there's nothing there. But as he continues to look around, something unexpected happens.
So I'm hearing shuffling now. It sounded like it was behind the cement mixer. Fast footsteps or something.
He was being nice. There. He was being nice, Russell.
Clearly, you can see there's nobody back there. So, I'm not sure what that was. Reach behind there. All right, then. Fuck that.
The third and final video shows the uploader working on a rainy day, just trying to get the job done in peace.
All right.
He explains anytime the weather turns bad, strange things seem to happen around him. And sure enough.
So let's hope today is not one of those days. There's that thing. Holy. Yeah, that's just great. Hell no.
Seeing objects move on their own in a cemetery is bound to raise a few eyebrows. Some viewers believe the timing and setting point towards something paranormal, especially since the objects appear to be thrown with force rather than simply falling over. The fact it happens more than once in different locations makes it feel less like a coincidence to some. Others think there could be more practical explanations. Loose doors, uneven surfaces, wind, vibrations from nearby equipment, or even slick conditions from the rain could cause objects to shift or fall. Skeptics also point out the reactions happen off-camera, making it difficult to rule out unseen factors. Whether it's environmental conditions or something far more unsettling, having tools and equipment seemingly tossed around while working alone in a cemetery is enough to make anyone uneasy.
You're throwing saws, like it's progressing. right? Like to me, again, assuming we're looking at the sign that this is possibly real, it's kind of escalating. First you shut a door, then you knock over a cone. Now you're throwing fucking saws. All right, you're throwing saws. What's next? An axe? You gonna turn on a chainsaw and throw that too? No. See, and his reaction, well, fuck that. 100%. I get it. I totally get it. I do. Yeah, let's see what they got for number 9.
This next video was uploaded to Cabriya Car's YouTube channel all the way back in January of 2013. In the footage, the uploader explains he's in his parents' bedroom along with his cousin Braden, his cousin Benton, and his brother Carsten. He says they've been noticing the rocking chair in the room moving all by itself, but nobody's been believing them. They also mention they're home alone at the time, meaning there's nobody else in the house besides the 4 of them. It's here where the boys begin talking to what they believe could be a spirit in the room, asking it to move the chair for them. Nothing happens at first, but after a few moments.
Why is the trash?
Is it moving a little bit?
Oh my gosh. It is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Man, that's so creepy. Why do we have to stand here? Oh.
Wait, hold on, wait. Somebody go see somebody's behind there.
I will. How do we have to do this? Oh, no one's behind there. Oh,
Let
gosh.
me see. Let me get it on camera.
Oh gosh.
I appreciate
But
him
it's
doing
moving.
this.
And nobody's back
I'm
there.
so scared.
And plus, you can see in the mirror. Nobody's standing behind there while it's moving. Oh, it's slowing down now. Is it going to do it anymore for us? Nope. Stop.
Although it's slow, the rocking chair does begin to move on its own after several seconds pass. This frightens most of the boys to the point where they run out of the room, shouting about how freaked out they are. And if you pay close attention to the mirror, you can see there's nobody standing behind the rocking chair. Seeing a chair respond after being directly addressed is what really unsettles a lot of viewers. Some believe this could be an example of a spirit interacting with its surroundings, especially since the movement starts only after the boys ask for a response, and there doesn't appear to be anyone nearby. Others think there could be a more ordinary explanation. The chair could be moved using thin fishing line or string hidden out of frame, something that's difficult to see in older, lower quality footage. Still, whether it's a setup or something unexplained, watching a rocking chair begin to move in an empty room is enough to make just about anyone uncomfortable.
That shit is creepy. That shit is creepy as hell. And one thing that I do appreciate, right? And he did talk about, maybe there was fishing line, but I don't think that the kids would be as genuine, right? So you got to think there was a mirror that was facing behind it, so you know that there was nothing back there. You have the kids in a general reaction. I really don't think that kids, at least both of them, would sound, genuinely concerned like they were. And then, the fact that he took the camera behind it, right? I always appreciate that, especially if you see like doors move by themselves and then the person goes in, but they don't pan the camera left or they don't pan the camera right. I feel like if I was chasing into a situation that was potentially haunted, I would want to do a 360 in the room that I'm chasing it, right? Because then that leaves no room for people to say, hey, there could have been somebody behind the door that pulled it because you didn't take the camera back. No, like this guy, I feel like he hit like all the possible angles for that, other than, maybe filming the floor to see if anything was attached to it. But even then, like, it would almost like, to make that rock that way, you would almost have to have like a pulley system with some string that would be behind it. And I feel like you would see that. So I see, a lot of your comments here. It's just like Jerry's first comment was burn pile. Like, yeah, dude, like that's got to go. That's got to go. James is saying the chair would be burned if it was in my house. Paula's offering a solution. It might have been their grandfather. Maybe it was. Jerry said, get out of my house. Russell said, I'm sure there's something there. Val says, nope, hell no. Melissa says, see, now that is awesome. It's definitely definitely different for sure. Patrick is saying the kids were too eager to go behind the chair. I don't know, man. I don't know. I felt like to me, right? And who am I? I don't know. You know, like I have no idea. But I felt like it was genuine. Like I felt like the kids' reaction was genuine for kids of that age. Val is saying chair, house, huge bonfire. You're just gonna burn it all. You're just gonna burn it all. Russell says, "Where's Sam Winchester and Dean Winchester when you need him?" Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's 100%. Patrick is saying, "Are we making haunted s'mores? Haunted s'mores? Haunted s'mores? I think that's what we were going with that." Val said, "It's not the starting of the rocking, but it's how it stopped rocking. Can't do that with string." No, 100%. I never even thought of it that way. I never even thought about it that way. Eric says, "Nuke it from orbit." Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and aim the lasers down, and we're just gonna get rid of it. Melissa says, "I think you can handle that, Jerry, because you have Annabelle." You know, anytime something rocks by itself, it makes me think of The Conjuring, where Bathsheba was holding Annabelle and that chair was rocking. Like, it makes me think of that. Good call. Good call. Let's see what they have for number 8. Let's go. Let's go.
Back in June of 2019, a YouTube channel known as Sad Keel 242 uploaded a video showing a maintenance worker working the night shift at a hotel near San Antonio's Riverwalk. Right from the start, you can see just how unsettling the place looks. The hotel's clearly seen better days,
Look,
and the
I'm not
atmosphere
even gonna
feels
lie.
cold and dreary, giving the entire location.
I'm not even gonna lie. I looked over at StreamYard for a second, and then I looked over, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw that computer floating, and I was just like, "You got to be shitting me! This thing's gonna." Just for a second, out of the corner of my eye, I thought that there was like an old school computer that was floating across the room. That is fucking hilarious. All right, let me back up just a little bit.
How unsettling the place looks. The hotel's clearly seen better days, and the atmosphere feels cold and dreary,
Oh my god! I
giving
was
the
about to
entire
say, you gotta
location
be
an
shitting
eerie
me.
vibe. We watch as the videographer slowly wanders around one of the rooms, carefully scanning
I thought
the
this was
area,
going a totally
when
different
suddenly
direction. Oh my god! This is probably gonna be scary as shit. I'm looking at the freaking. Oh my god! No, that's not good. All right, now walk to your right with the camera and film behind that pillar.
out of nowhere, several objects begin to move on their own, causing the videographer to stop dead in his tracks. The activity continues for around 10 seconds before the video abruptly cuts off. It's a short and simple clip, but one many viewers still find quite unsettling. Seeing objects shift without warning in a rundown hotel leads some to believe this could be a poltergeist-like presence, especially due to how sudden and aggressive the movement appears. Others argue the entire thing could have been staged. Since we never see what's happening just outside the camera's view, it's possible the objects were pulled or pushed intentionally, with the footage presented as something spontaneous. Either way, witnessing something like this while working alone at night would be enough to rattle anyone, and the clip leaves behind far more questions than answers.
See, that's why I say that it's so important to walk around the pillar. You have to. If you're filming it, you're already in the room. I guarantee it. So I don't feel like it lost a lot of its validity to me because we didn't see around that pillar. There could have been someone kneeling right there with some string pulling that thing. Like, look, if you're going to film it, more than likely, you probably have to go around the pillar to get out of there. You could at least take 2 steps to the side and show like a clear path of where that shit is moving. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like it didn't feel, I don't know if the floating computer at the beginning kind of ruined it for me, but still at the same time, you know, I'm going to film that. Like I just walk around. All you had to do was sidestep twice, and this would have been a whole nother experience. I'm sorry. Let's not lie and say I'm going to do that, because I'm not going to be in there in the first place, right? I would just remove myself from the equation. But if I was someone trying to capture something, which, you know me, I would have just hauled ass. But if I was, I'm walking around that pillar. I'm not saying I'm walking up to the cart, okay? I'm not saying I'm going all the way around. But I am just going to take that little, maybe a lean around the corner, maybe just like a little peek, you know, with the camera so people can see that I'm not full of shit. That's what I'm doing. And, you know, maybe that would have helped them out with their video. Like, if they are getting poltergeisted or whatever the fuck that is, you got that little lean, just a little lean to the right changes the whole perspective. Just saying. I'm just my point of view, right? All right, let's see what they got for number 7.
Over on the Cryptid IQ subreddit, a user by the name of Canid Primate 1577 shared a video that's caught the attention of a lot of people who've come across it. The video shows something very strange taking place in an undisclosed location. While it's hard to tell exactly where it was filmed, it appears to be near some kind of cave or rocky opening. Have a look.
First of all right, there's no way in shit I'm going in there, right? This does not look like it's daytime. No, I'm not doing it. Did we see this one already? Is this the one where the thing comes out through the hole? Because if it is, there's no way I'm doing this. We may have seen this one before, but no, it's like, hey, you want to go explore that cave by yourself at night in the dark? No, the answer is no. I don't want to even go in the daytime. And I don't even want to go in there if I'm with somebody. There's no need. There's no need whatsoever. Just looking at that, there's no way I'm going in there.
It appears to be near some kind of cave or rocky opening. Have a look.
Exactly. What the fuck is that? Oh, this is bullshit, right? This ain't real.
As you can see,
there's no
the video
way.
shows a bizarre-looking creature slowly making its way out of what looks like a cave entrance. The figure appears fairly tall, with a lanky build, and light-colored, possibly white fur. A lot of viewers believe this could be a sighting of the elusive cryptid known as the Dogman. What's especially interesting is the way the creature moves. As the upload points out, the head movements and unusual gait don't appear
Patrick.
perfectly smooth.
There it is.
Which some people argue makes it feel less like something digitally generated.
No, I'm
of
not
course,
buying that.
others aren't convinced. With no context provided, it's hard to rule out a person in a costume, a stage, setup, or even AI-generated footage or CGI.
Nope.
Skeptics also point out the clip is short and distant, making it difficult to judge scale, lighting, or fine details.
Nope.
Still, the combination of the setting, the creature's proportions, and the unnatural way it walks is enough to leave many viewers scratching their heads. And without more information, all we can really do is speculate.
No, there's no, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that there are things like that out there. I'm going to say AI. I'm going to say costume. I'm going to say anything to make that not real. All right. I just can't. I can't do it. There's no way. There's no freaking way. I feel like if that was real, that shit would be everywhere. Like there's no way. It can't be. I know Patrick is very happy right now. See, no, here it is. Here's the comment. I knew it. I knew it. Patrick, it took about 1.5 years, but you finally got what you wanted, buddy. Maybe it wasn't Bigfoot, but it was pretty damn close. And we finally got something like that. Cringe Bigfoot. Nope. Nope, I'm not doing it. Paula says not real. I would have been charging the person with the camera. No. I can't. I can't do it. James said CGI, yeah, or AI, or a costume, or anything that makes it not real. I'm on that team. No. All right, let me back up just a little bit. Number 6. Let's see what we got for number 6. Dog boy, freaking werewolf comes walking out of the cave.
Reddit user NoVariety5078 shared a video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit showing footage recorded by a security camera inside a department store somewhere in Chile. At first, the store appears quiet and peaceful, but things take a seriously unsettling turn in just a matter of seconds. Be sure to pay close attention to the left-hand side of the screen. As you can see, a very tall, shadowy figure appears to walk down a flight of stairs before seemingly vanishing into thin air. If this footage is genuine, it's hard not to notice just how tall the figure looks, far taller than what most people imagine when they think of a ghost. With very little context provided beyond where it was filmed, it's difficult to say what's really happening. Some viewers believe this could be a genuine apparition caught on CCTV, especially since the figure appears to move naturally through the space before disappearing. Others believe the effect could be caused by a camera glitch. Low frame rate security cameras often struggle with moving objects, especially on staircases or escalators. A person walking downward could partially disappear due to compression, motion smoothing, or frame blending, making it look like they fade out of existence rather than simply leaving the camera's focus. Still, seeing a towering figure appear and vanish inside an empty store is enough to unsettle just about anyone, and this clip leaves behind an eerie sense of uncertainty.
All right, number 5. Like that, it's very hard with those old cameras. Like one of the things that he said was like a camera like that has a hard time picking up moving items. Okay. That sounds like a horrible camera to have as security. I feel like you have the camera to pick up moving items, right? Things getting stolen, things getting robbed. All of those things involve movement. And you're using a camera that has problems with movement. I don't see the logic in that, to be honest with you. I just don't. I just don't like when they say that stuff. It's like this is a security camera, but see, when things move, it has problems picking it up. Well, that doesn't seem like a very good security camera. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm no genius whatsoever, but I feel like you're kind of missing the point of having a camera at that point, right? Don't you want to pick those things up? I don't know. I'm not really feeling it for that one. But I never do this, but I will be right back. I have to step away for just a second, and I will be right back. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, I am back. I had a alien Grinch, Bigfoot at my door. That's what happened. But all right, so yeah, again with the security camera, I guess there's no way. That's exactly what happened. That you called it 100%. That's exactly what happened. Well done. But yes, the alien Grinch Bigfoot showed up at my house and he said, "You know what, you asshole? You say my video's AI. What do you think now?" Right? All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Number 5.
This next piece of footage comes to us from the UFO subreddit and was shared by a username CDS456. The video was filmed in Trinity, North Carolina on August 7th, 2025 at around 10:47 p.m.
Oh
EST.
shit, are we getting an alien?
It was recorded on an iPhone 16 Pro Max by a man named George O. Apparently, George sent the clip to the Reddit user because he knows he's fascinated by UFOs.
Yeah, we're getting UFOs.
So without further ado, let's take a look at the footage. Although it's only 8 seconds long, it's a pretty interesting video. We see a single white dot sitting in the sky for several seconds, seemingly not doing much at all. Then, without warning, the white dot suddenly accelerates out of frame almost instantly, leaving George completely awestruck by what he just witnessed, and understandably so. It's definitely not something you see every day. Moments like this are what make some people believe they're looking at something truly anomalous. The sudden burst of speed appears far beyond what you'd expect from anything conventional, especially considering how stationary the object seems beforehand. Others believe the clip could be digitally created. While the movement looks smooth and convincing, some skeptics argue it may be a well-made CGI effect designed to appear subtle and realistic, especially given how brief the footage is and how little context we're given. Since the upload hasn't come forward with more details, all we really have is what's shown on screen. Whether this is genuine footage of something unexplained or an impressive digital creation, it's certainly a clip that sparks debate.
Well, here's the thing about that, right? Those are going to be hard to tell, right? Those are going to be hard to tell. You're not going to really know. I myself am a big fan of the show Skinwalker Ranch. Granted, if anybody else watches that, is that still on? Like, I haven't seen a new episode in a very long time, and I'm curious. Like, I don't even remember where I was watching it at. But I might look that up because I always had fun with that. That's somewhat along the lines of, you know, what they were catching out there. Not that says anything for the, you know, the validity of the video, whether it's real or not. But I mean, you know, no one's ever going to be right. No one's, hey, that's real. No, it's not. Yeah, you're both kind of right because none of us know the real answer, right? So it's just kind of have fun with. If it's possible, is it possible that they saw something like that? Yeah, it is. Does that mean that they caught it? No, it doesn't. So I'll leave that with you guys on whether you guys want to believe that or not. Russell's saying that Skinwalker Ranch is on Tubi. Well, hopefully they have newer episodes than what the last that I saw with that. So I don't know. I don't know. Number 4.
In the early morning hours of October 8th, 2016, at a home on the outskirts of Boswell, Pennsylvania, a family woke up to find their trash cans completely emptied, with garbage scattered all across their backyard. Living so close to a forested area, nighttime scavengers getting into the trash wasn't anything unusual for them. Concerned the culprit might be a black bear preparing for winter, the residents decided to check their porch camera to see what might have caused the mess. What their security camera captured, however, didn't look like a black bear at all.
Oh, I think we saw this one. I think this was on. Yeah, I think we saw this one. We saw this one on the last paranormal show, didn't we? It looks familiar. I'm pretty sure we did.
For nearly 2 full minutes, a strange figure can be seen peeking out from behind cover before pulling back again several times. While most of the body stays hidden, what is visible appears lanky with long limbs and glowing white eyes, giving it the appearance of something similar to what some people refer to as a brush crawler
Pretty
cryptid.
sure I'm gonna say
It's
what I said
definitely a
last
chilling
time,
video, and
where
seeing
if I
something
was out
like
there and
this
saw
lurking
that, I'd
around
shit
your home
myself,
late at
yes.
night is enough to unsettle just about anyone. Some believe this could be footage of an unknown creature, especially considering the strange behavior and eye shine. Others suggest it might have been staged, or simply something mundane caught at a bad angle, and made to look far more unsettling by the camera's low light.
Like a raccoon
Either
or
way,
something.
it's the kind of video that makes you double check your windows before going to bed.
You ain't lying. I feel like it, yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Michelle has to take off. Have a good night, Michelle. I want a cookie. Jerry is saying season 7 of Skinwalker Ranch is confirmed. Did I make it up to season 6? I'm gonna have to look. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I made it that far. There might be some unwatched stuff for me to tap into. Russell said, "Oh, okay, I saw that, but wasn't sure." Oh, I got you. The movie you guys are talking about. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to number 3. I know
This
we saw that
TikTok
one.
video was posted by a user known as Joseph Stalin Loves You, and shows him standing outside in his yard talking about something unsettling he claims to have seen in the trees before he even started filming. He explains he's about to put up a fence for his neighbor, and after what he saw, it can't go up fast enough. As he
There's that
slowly
computer
moves
again.
closer,
It
he
didn't get me
stops and
this time.
zooms in
It
on a
didn't. The
specific
floating
area
computer
of the
did
trees.
not get me this time.
And right about here is where we can see what caught his attention.
You see her? Look at that face. Oh my god. It's right there staring at me.
Oh, I see a face. Oh shit, there's a face.
Dude, how scary is that shit? Oh my god, dude. What the? She's crawling through all this shit, bro.
Yeah, you need to peace out, like literally.
If you look closely enough, you can make out what appears to be a face peering out from the branches. The figure seems to stare directly at the uploader for several seconds before suddenly ducking out of sight. Not long after, the uploader also posted a still image showing what he claims is the hand belonging to whoever was watching him. That detail makes the situation feel far more real and unsettling. The real question here isn't if someone was there, but who. Was this an elderly neighbor wandering through the trees for some unknown reason, or someone deliberately watching from a hidden spot? If it really was a person standing that close without saying a word, that's honestly more disturbing than anything paranormal. The uploader says he plans to put up a fence as soon as possible.
Hell yeah,
And after seeing this footage, it's hard to blame him. Either way, realizing someone might have been silently watching from the trees is the kind of thing that sticks with you.
Paula says it's Michael Myers. Patrick says it's Smallfoot. Melissa says it's Bigfoot. Guy taking a dump. You know what, dude? If a guy's taking a dump, why not? Why there? Like, don't you see I'm trying to build a fence here? Like, seriously. James said it's a cat. Look, dude, you know me. I don't ever seem to think that I know what's going on with these things, but I don't think that was a cat. I don't. I think that it was there's somebody back there. And like the narrator said, it's freaking disturbing that someone would be that close. Like seriously, I can't do it. I can't do it. No way. All right, number 2.
On November 24th, 2025, a TikTok account known as Black Hills Paranormal shared a piece of home security camera footage captured in the middle of the night inside an otherwise ordinary home. The seconds tick by quietly as everyone in the house sleeps. By all accounts, it looks like a completely normal night, but just moments later, the tone of the video changes entirely.
See, I like these. I like the ones that are like this.
At one point, a strange reflection appears on the surface of the kitchen fridge.
Yeah, it could be a car
then,
driving by.
Only a second or two later, what looks like a ghostly figure can be seen walking through the room before vanishing out of frame.
Now that, not
Unfortunately, it doesn't appear any updates were ever shared about what happened afterward. And honestly, if I were living in that house and caught something like this on camera, I'd probably be considering a move pretty fast.
You ain't lying.
What unsettles a lot of viewers is the timing of the events. The reflection appears first, almost like a warning, followed immediately by a figure passing through the room. Some believe this could be an apparition, briefly interacting with reflective surfaces before manifesting more clearly. Others think there could be a more ordinary explanation. Reflections from passing headlights, passing shadows, or changes in lighting can sometimes appear distorted on glossy surfaces like refrigerators. Combined with low-light camera processing, this can create the illusion of a figure moving through the room when nothing unusual is actually happening. I don't know about the figure, though. Still, seeing something like this unfold while everyone's asleep is enough to make anyone uneasy. And without more information, it's hard not to wonder what else that camera may have caught.
That's fair, right? So the first thing I thought of with reflection on the refrigerator was a car passing by. That was my first thought. The figure walking through, I don't know if I can really say that was a car's lights, right? There were too many distinct features walking through. I don't know if I feel comfortable enough saying yes, that's real, because you really don't know. I didn't really get that eerie feeling like I did for Homeboy in the House with the whispering. I don't know why, you guys. That one got me. That one got me. But yeah, you guys decide which one. Last one for tonight. Hopefully it's a good one.
This final entry comes from Reddit user Lower Boysenberry50, who shared a photo to the Paranormal Encounter subreddit, and it's one many viewers say is enough to make you lose sleep. In the post description, the uploader explains his brother was in college in Boston and was supposedly home alone at the time. While inside the apartment, he suddenly felt a strange presence coming from one of his roommate's bedrooms. He turned around to see what it was, and what he saw stopped him in his tracks. According to the uploader, his brother saw the shadowy outline of a person standing at the end of the hallway. He instinctively snapped a photo, and by the time he looked up again, whatever it was had completely vanished. If you zoom in here, you can see exactly what was captured, and it's genuinely chilling to look at. What makes this case even more unsettling is the fact that it wasn't just a still image. A live photo version was later shared, showing subtle movement in the same spot, moments before and after the picture was taken. To many people, the figure looks far too defined to be explained away as lighting or shadows. The shape appears solid, human, and deliberately positioned at the end of the hallway, which is why some believe this could be a genuine apparition briefly revealing itself. The only real skeptical explanation offered is that the moment was staged, with someone intentionally standing in the hallway during the live photo capture before stepping away. Either way, the idea of turning around and seeing someone standing silently at the end of your hallway is deeply unsettling.
Yeah, shit.
Whether this was a deliberate setup or something truly unexplained, it's the kind of image that stays with you long after the screen goes dark. that was 11 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
All right. I wish there was a clearer image of that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, somebody's at your house, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but no. No, whether it was a ghost or not, I feel like shots would have been fired for sure. Not a chance of that. So wait, paranormal. It has been a minute since we've done this. I am going to be doing Friday at noon. I will do Horror Talk and Coffee this week. So you will get another dose of me. But I'm gonna have to look at next Sunday's show because I did forget that it was the Super Bowl. And I really don't know if doing a show during the Super Bowl is, I don't think that I've ever done a show during the Super Bowl. So I'm going to look at that. More than likely, I probably will not do a show Sunday because of the Super Bowl. I know y'all want to watch the commercials anyway if you're not watching the game. And my show is on right when the game's on. So we'll probably end up not doing a show Sunday. But I will definitely adjust the schedule for the mods in the chat. I will get you an updated schedule for that. And it sucks. It sucks. I totally forgot that this coming Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. So we'll look at that. But I will be back on Friday afternoon at noon. So I guess it's not really afternoon. Friday at noon with Horror Talk and Coffee. We're going to go over some horror news. I am a little behind on horror news. So I definitely want to catch up with that. So even if you don't get a show Sunday, you're getting 3 shows this week, right? So we had one Sunday, we had one tonight. We're gonna have one Friday. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about Sunday. But you know, there's a lot of horror news that's out there that I definitely want to talk about. One of which is over 2 weeks old that I want to talk about, the new Conjuring movie that's coming out. They've given a date, a title, freaking everything. There's all kinds of stuff that I want to talk about when we get on here Friday. So I'll try to wrap that up. That is usually an hour show from 12 to 1 because it's before I have to go to work. But yes, again, you guys, jump on Patreon. It's $1 a month. That's $12 a year. There's a whole bunch of content I can do over there that I can't do over here. And I want you guys to see some of this stuff because it is super fun. You guys should definitely check it out. And I cannot wait to share that stuff with you guys. But we did have a few spooky ones tonight. Like I'm telling you, the one is sticking with me. And that is, look, that's good because it has been a long time since one really stuck with me like that. And I am going to go back and watch it again. I really want to know if I can just make out just a little bit of what was said. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it tonight on the show. But I hope you guys had a great time with this. I definitely had a great time doing it. And I hope that you guys had a blast. I hope that you guys had a blast tonight. It was so nice to get back into paranormal and to do these things. And, you know, like I said, with the time and AI and all of that stuff, we still find ways of making these fun, which will enable me to keep doing them. Right. When we get to a point to where, you know, they're no longer a good time for everybody, then, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to do them. But I'm glad I'm seeing a lot of people saying great show, great stream. That makes me happy. That makes me happy that you guys are still enjoying the paranormal because I know I am. And leave me a comment afterwards. Leave me a comment once we get out of here. That helps up the stream. That helps to get it out to more people. YouTube sees the algorithm that people are commenting and hitting the like button. Then it wants to show it to more people. So that's always important. Even if you're just dropping by to say, hey, great show, you know, or a horrible show, or come on, Michael, do better. You know, it doesn't matter what you're saying on there. But that helps get stuff out. And I want to appreciate the people that are already doing that after every show. You guys know who you are. And I want to try to get everybody to stop by and leave a comment and hit that like button. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here, but I will definitely see you guys Friday at noon. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you